Right guys, welcome to the Wood Junki Tool Labs again, and I've got something that I bought quite a bit ago, and it was something that I was gonna mess about with and sell, but I've had them lying there. I'm just too busy. I'm not into all that selling sort of stuff on the internet and all that, so I'm just going to show you this tool. Now I've got 5 of these tools, and I want to give all 5 away, but there's caveats to that. It might only be 1 winner, but there also might be 5 winners, so I'll get onto that at the end. But I'm going to show you the tool in question. I'm going to bring you down to my bench and just show it you. But it's like a little sort of handsaw. They call it handsaw, and it's the model P003. It's a strict quality control saw feature, high quality beech handle, SK5 seal saw blade, ground teeth with 3 cutting edges. The box, there's some spelling mistakes there on the box. These were originally from Banggood. I bought a load of them, and then I lasered the handle with the Wood Junki on them, and I was just going to sell them as merch, but I've got 5 of them left, and they're just sat there, so people might just get good use of them. So that's them in the box. And just let me get one out. I'll get one out of the box. If I can get it out, come on. Still in the sort of packet, and you can see there where I lasered the Wood Junki on them. So let me get you down to the table and let's take a closer look. So as you can see there, the steel is quite good. They've got like a coating on them, so just give that a wipe when you get it, whoever wins it, or wins them should I say. I wouldn't necessarily call this a flush trim saw, because as you can see there's hardly any flex in it. It looks like a flush trim saw, but there's hardly any flex in it. Just go to one of my flush trim saws, there's a lot of flex in. I use these all the time, and there's a lot of flex in that, whereas in that one there's sort of like hardly any flex. But to get it out of a corner, and there's 2 sizes of teeth, so like a coarse and a finer side, so it's going to get you sort of into them little gaps and corners and little crevices you might want to get into. So all in all, it's quite good. It's got like a riveted type handle onto there, which like goes through, you can see it through there. This is actually beech. I know it's beech, and it is good quality. I've not had long-term use of one of these because I never used them. They were always for putting my logo on and selling them as merchandise and things like that. But I mean, when I first bought them, I thought they were actually flush trim saws, but they're not, as you can see there. But you've got a little bit of, you know, whereas in that one I use all the time, you've got quite a lot of give there. That's more, you know, you can move it more. So guys, what do you reckon to them? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you a brief demonstration with this of it cutting, and then let's see where we go. Right, first time actually using one of these, so let's see where we're at. Right. That's the coarse side. Let's try the finer side. Do you know what? They cut really well, to be perfectly honest with them. But like I say, I wouldn't use them as flush trim saws. But to get it out of a hole sort of thing, they're going to get there, aren't they? Let me cut this end off here. I'll bring the camera around. You see this here? Just let me cut through this here. Actually, that's quite a good saw. That is quite a good saw. The longevity of him, I do not know. I might get a few more of these in now and sell them, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm quite surprised how good they are. You know, like I say, they were off initially, I'm not going to lie to you, they were off bang good. But I had a load of them in, and I did give a few away before. But like I say, I've got these 5. So let's get on to the conclusion. I know it was only a brief demonstration, but it's not really much more I can show you. If I was to say which side do I use on that pine, they're both as good as each other. Obviously the coarser side's going to go through that pine a lot better, and then if you're sort of ripping, you'll sort of want the, oh, it's the coarser side there. So ripping into that's alright as well. So yeah, all in all, not a bad little bit of kit. Right guys, so what do I think of them actually? I mean, that is the first time I've used one of them since I've had them, and I'm quite surprised how good they are going through that pine. What they'll be like on hardwoods and all that kind of stuff, they should be alright, you know. They seem sort of strong enough. Yeah, all in all, fit well in the hand, fit nice and well in the hand, there's nice grip there, all that kind of thing. But yeah, right, so let's get on to the giveaway. Now please bear with me on this one because I just might get a bit kerfuffled up. But I'm going to do it, and I hope to God that you sort of understand what I'm going to say. Right, like I said, I've got 5 of them, and I want to make sure I can give 5 of them away. But here's the rules. Maybe there's only 1 winner, maybe there's 5 winners. So for every 1,000 views I get, I'm going to give a sword away. So anything up to 1,000 views, I'm going to give a sword away. Anything up to 2,000 views, 2 swords, and vice versa, up to a maximum of 5 swords. So if I get 10,000 views, it's only 5 swords, because that's the only amount I've got. So I'm going to do it that way. So up to 2,000 views, 2 swords goes out. I've got 5. So they're just sitting in my sort of workspace where I store all my tools. So I hope that makes sense. So number 1, I want you to be subscribed and hit the notifications. Number 2, write the word Junki, Junki for the Wood Junki, but Junki, Junki, and let me know where you're from. So, I mean, it's quite easy, and that sort of like stops scammers. Some people have said to me, why do you want the location? It's because I can tie it up in the email to what you've commented, and then it lets me know that that's the genuine person, and I hope that makes sense to you. And if you would, make sure you subscribe to the channel anyway, even if you don't want to enter the thing. And all you guys in the US, Canada and Australia, I think in 2 weeks time I'm opening these competitions and giveaways up to you as well. So make sure you guys subscribe, because it would be nice to have you lot on board as well. So be subscribed, hit the notifications, write the word Junki, and make sure you put your location down. And like anything up to sort of 1,000 views to get 1 sword goal, so definitely 1's going. Anything up to 2,000 views, 2 swords, up to 3,000, up to the 5 swords, if that makes sense to you. Hope you're one of the winners. Make sure you get entered in. Make sure, if you can, I don't know if you can share the content anywhere if you can, but it's just something I want to build up, and I want to bring bigger, better, more expensive and elaborate tools, and make sure you guys get something back from YouTube as well. You know, it's a win-win for everybody. Make me bigger, make the channel bigger, yous get the benefits of that, and yous always will, and I promise you that as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you enter.